Okay, let's set this thing up to start playing some Atari 2600. Just gonna make sure everything is going well here. I don't like the way that the setup is now for streaming. At least I can't figure out the easiest way to make sure I get a URL ahead of time, but whatever, it's working now. Plus I want to see the chats. Make sure there's no one chatting.
At IHG Hotels and Resorts all-inclusive offering, Iberostar Beachfront.
Looks like we have one guy in the chat, Retro Albro. Mike should do a sit down with you about game development. Let me just move this over here so I can see that. Yeah, I'm going to start off. I'm going to play some Pitfall to begin with. It's always a fun one to start with. Now, I usually go to the left, so I'm going to continue to go to the left. I just prefer it that way. I know some people are like, why do you always go left? Well, obviously, when you die, you end up on the left side of the screen. So then you don't have to play that screen again. So then you make an oopsie. Whoa. Now, I know you're supposed to use the underground at certain parts. A lot of people map that out. They actually get the graph paper and then they figure out the best places, because if you don't, you can end up hitting a wall. See the wall down there, and then you'll have to backtrack, which is not fun. But once you know which ones to go down, then you should be fine if you want to take the underground. Apparently, taking the underground in certain areas is oops, you're not supposed to fall. Let's just try it out. I hate jumping these guys. Ugh. I feel like I'm gonna hit them. Oh, you gotta like jump at the very last second. Oh, there's another one. Those crazy scorpion things. I'm gonna hit a wall, aren't I? Then I'm gonna have to backtrack. It's making me nervous. Oh, no. I told you. See, I'm gonna hit a wall. And of course, now I gotta go back. Hey, it's Electric Emotions. I hate jumping these guys. Now, I didn't check. Is my speaking on? So I know I did this last time when I did a stream. I didn't turn on my mic, and no one could hear me. So I think it's on. If it's not, let me know. I don't know if it's this mic. Problem is, I got two microphones here. I got my standard mic that I like to use, and then there's also a microphone on the webcam, and sometimes it goes to the one I don't want. So I think I'm using my good mic, but I'm actually using the webcam mic. And then there was a time where I wasn't using any mic. Speaking is fine. Game sound is loud. Okay, I could do that. I could turn that down. That's the desktop audio. Here we go. Let's turn that down. We don't want that being too loud. Is that better? I find I'm always playing around with these settings because, you know, sometimes like certain emulators might have a louder sound to it. Perfect. Oops. Not doing the greatest here. This is the beginning. Yeah, this game loops, so you get back to the beginning. Almost like he's running around in a circle. I remember watching something on YouTube where David Crane was talking about how he kind of came up with the concept for this game and why he made it the way he did. And I mean, he did an amazing job. He made like this game and the part 2, both amazing games for the console. And I'm sure people were blown away by this type of game back then. You know, if they were only used to single screen games at the time, or games that weren't very graphically pleasing. Oh, I just got eaten by a alligator, crocodile thing. Pitfall 3 on PS1. Oh, I'm dead. Let's go one more round. Let's try going this way. Not my favorite way of going, but just shake things up. Oops. It's interesting, and certain things will kill you in this game, and then other things will just slow you down. Like hitting that scorpion will kill you. But hitting the rolling logs just slows you down, like that. Makes you wonder if David Crane toyed around with the idea of making the logs kill you. Then he probably was like, no, now the game's too hard. I think it is a little bit harder going this way. More challenging anyways. Like with the logs when they come in on the screen, when you're going the other way, you kind of get ahead of them. This one, they're coming at you. Oh no! Thought I was going to land on his head. Oh. Man, I'm just sucking at this game. Try that again. Oops. I think I'm gonna have to pop out the chat so I can have it on the same screen. I have to keep looking over to the other screen just to see the chat. Kind of annoying. I'll do that right now. Lets me pop out the chat. Put it over there. There we go. Electronic Emotions program is saying, how many times has this game been hidden in other games? I know it has. It was on the 16-bit games and Pitfall 3D. Well, that's interesting. Never tried Pitfall 3D before. I don't think I have. Also, in the in their game, Circus Convoy. Oops. Like, why isn't my joystick working? Got to click on the screen. Circus Convoy, it doesn't have Pitfall, but it does have something that kind of resembles Pitfall. I think the crocodile thingies in the lake. I have the ROM to that. I'm not sure if it's on this. I have it in this computer. Oh. Jumping over the fire. Of course, David Crane also did the version for the Intellivision because he wanted to make sure it was done properly. He didn't want, you know, some other programmer to come in and ruin his game. So he learned how to program on the Intellivision to make sure that Pitfall was true to its form on the Intellivision. Which shows you the kind of programmer he is. He really takes pride in his work. Pretty much the whole reason why Activision ended up existing in the first place. Oops. No. No. This is exactly why I don't go right. I like to go left. I just find it a lot easier to play. Oops. Okay, let's go underground. Oh no! The gold bar! And it's over. Let's see what else can we play. Oops. Let's do some Montezuma's Revenge. Oh. What happened there? It's like my joystick just stopped working for 2 seconds. Oh no! Yeah, I lost so many lives. Let's just let's just end it. What is Circus Convoy? That's the game that Audacity Games made. They are pretty much the core team of Activision, the original Activision, with David Crane, Daniel Kitchen, Gary Kitchen. They kind of came back and decided to start making Atari games again, or just video games in general. But they started off with Atari 2600, and they were selling. Oh man, I haven't played this game in a long time. They're selling the game. Well, I think they still sell them. It's been a long time since I played this. I don't even remember where to go. Still never found a copy of Montezuma's Revenge. Yeah, I'd love to have a real copy of this. Man, I don't... It's one of these games where it's like you forget. I think I have to go this... Oh no! This takes a lot of remembering where you're supposed to go first. is a great game for the 2600. When I first tried this, I was quite impressed. Hello, Possum Grits. Now that's an interesting name. Oh! I was too eager to run. Ah. Timing these things is crazy. I used to be so good at this game, I don't know what happened. Just sadly out of practice, I guess. Takes patience and timing. Oops. Oh no! Crap! Wasn't supposed to get that. Just kill myself. End it all. Let's see where. There we go. Try that again. There's like certain areas you're supposed to go first, or else the game gets really hard because you end up in the dark. So you got to get the torch first. The sword. I'm gonna go here. Ooh. In some rooms, like if you don't remember what's in there, you could rush right into a monster. A spider or something crawling around. A snake. Gotta go that way. Oh! Yeah, if I fall down there, I'm screwed. Oh. Oh! Forgot you can't fall. I think I'm supposed to go this way now. Dang it. Stupid snakes. Hey, it's Stu's Game Reviews. Yes, it is Panama Joe. Yeah, I forgot his name. Ah! Just hitting everything. Ooh. Spider. Now, there was an Intellivision version of this in the works, but sadly it's put on hiatus. I don't know if it's permanently on hiatus or what. I think it was a licensing issue or... Yeah, it's one of the most underrated games. I agree with that. I don't think a lot of people know it exists, especially on the 2600. I mean, I didn't even know there was a 2600 version of this game for a very long time. Am I going to make that jump? Oh, I'm not confident in myself there that I can make that jump. I don't think I can. I think I have to go back down. Jump the snake. Jump. Oh! My jump are too late. I keep ramming into stuff. Well, I got a key. Go back to the beginning. Oh, I never got the key from the start? Ah! Let's try one more time. pretty sure I got the key from the start because I wouldn't have been able to get out of here. Why was there another one? Huh. That's weird. My hat's being buzzed. Okay. No! Stuck on the ladder. I was like pushing up, and then I was pushing down, and wasted my sword on a stupid spider. Kind of sucks that the weapon you get in this game only gets used for one enemy, then it's gone. It's really just a saves you from being killed from that enemy. I have to remember, I can't just drop down. I have to. Ah! No! Either too fast and too slow. It's a shame though, because the Intellivision version was looking good. I think it. Hey, free man. I think it was Carlos Madruga that was working on it. He's done quite a few great Intellivision ports. I go this way, or do I go back up? I think I gotta go back up. I mean, even if they, make the game similar and remove the title, remove the character name or whatever, and release it like that would be good enough. Oh, I think I was... Oh. Okay. Yeah, I played it on the Commodore 64 as well. That was pretty much where I knew of this game. Most of the games that I remember back in the day are from the Commodore 64 more than the Atari or the Intellivision ever was. Probably because I had a lot more games on the Commodore 64. Which way do I have to go? I have to go this way. Like even some of the more classic game titles like River Raid. I played that on the Commodore 64 long before I played it on the Atari. Okay. Where do I have to go now? There's someone else It's not fair that the skull gets to glide on the nothing and I can't. Man, the timing on this is insane. You stupid skull. Okay. Run! Jump! Okay. Oh no! I need another key. Crap. I got one more man left. Where's the other key? I'm gonna get it for the points anyways, because then I could hopefully get another man. Crud. I don't know where the other key is. How badly did I want that gold? Where have I not been? Okay, I'm missing a key. This is crazy. Ah! And I'm dead. It's a fun game, but you really need patience. I don't have patience. Let's try something different. Do I have my... No, I don't have it here. Or do I? I wanted to see if I have my Circus Convoy here. I don't know where I put the ROM. Oh, let's play some Venture Reloaded. I like this one. Someone fixed the original Venture game. Oh, all monsters. Yeah, I probably am one of the bigger Venture fans out there. I always play this game. You know, the original's not too bad, but this one's a lot better. It's obviously a lot better. It's a little bit more true to the arcade. And I like how it fills in the rooms after you complete it. Ah, those darn hall monsters. I like how he shrinks as he goes down the staircase. Didn't like the original Venture. I played it mostly on the Intellivision myself, so... I mean, when I got the, I think after that I got the Atari version. You know, after playing it on the Intellivision for a very long time, I wasn't too crazy about the Atari version, you know, the original one. I don't think I ever actually played this in the arcade. I think I've only actually, you know, originally played it on Intellivision, and then after that was ColecoVision and Atari. You may get booted from the channel. Yeah. Don't talk smack about Venture. Now, the original Atari one, I could take it or leave it, but this one's cool. Oh no! That's one sad Winky. Yeah, let's rephrase. I didn't like the original. Try this again. Instead of having them kind of deteriorate, they kind of do this flashy thing, which is interesting. That guy, he's annoying. I'll watch out for him. Just like Evil Otto from the Berserk game. Still working on my own version of this game for the, or my own kind of sequel to this game for the Intellivision. I just gotta really map out the game. That's really the challenge right now. Because I want it to be a little bit more like a Zelda style or Dragon Warrior-esque style than, not too much Dragon, more Zelda. I want it to be more like that, where you find stuff and you have to open up doors and do all that fun stuff that you can do in Zelda, but make it look like Venture. Run. Can't remember if this version has the third level in it. I know the original didn't. The third, I think it improved on the sounds, if I'm not mistaken. I did a comparison video a very long time ago between this and the original. At least I think I did. Seems like something I would do. Probably when I played it for the first time, I don't know. I wonder if I did if I showed the original first. Just grab it and run. Yeah. Even just having this screen is like, you know, the original just started off on the game and that was it. Yeah, there it is. This is not in the original. So whoever hacked this game did a great job creating a whole new set of boards like the original arcade. Oh, no! Stupid bat. Yeah, that's one thing I'm gonna add in my well, it's kind of a sequel, but it's gonna have, you know, staircases like that kind of idea. Dang it. Yeah, there's some flicker. I can sort of see it, yeah. The flicker is there. It's real. Oops. Key. All right. Yeah, I guess it has something to do with all the sprites on the screen. I mean, it is difficult for the Atari to have several sprites like that all together. You have to do a lot of playing around with. I mean, it can replicate sprites, copy the sprites and stuff like that. I don't know. I still haven't spent time trying to learn how to make a game on the Atari 2600 yet. I know a little bit. I did a little bit of research into it, but I bought that book a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, a little while back. I bought the programming for the Atari 2600 game book from Oscar Toledo G. I think I bought it in like the summertime, thinking I'd get some time to sit down and read and start experimenting, but just haven't got around to it. think because I've been fleshing out a lot of my television games. Been really working hard on one called Napoleonic Wars, which is pretty much done. It's going to be coming out early next year, which is exciting. Can't wait. Oh, run. Eventually, I will be able to do a video on it. I don't know if they want me to do a video on it yet. I think it's probably going to be more like when it's ready to be released. Do a full video and gameplay on the Napoleonic Wars. I don't know, I have a bunch of other games that I still need to complete for the Intellivision, like the Space Taxi game. I'm still, I think I'm only like 11 levels in or something. No, I'm not even that many. Maybe 8 or 9 levels in. I don't know how big I'm going to make the game, but... Alright, let's see what else we got to play. I have a few games also coming from Atari Age. I know they had a lot of orders when they did their last chance sale. And so I ordered, what is it, Mappy and Zippy the Porcupine. So, be interesting when those come in. See if there's any other ones here. Where's that Donkey Kong that was... Yeah, this one's kind of cool. I don't know much about the backstory on this one, but this is a pretty good Donkey Kong game for the 2600. Stu ordered a ton of the games, including Zookeeper. I just found that game in the arcade recently and was amazed that I never heard of it. Huh. It's interesting. Zookeeper, I think I might have... I think I've seen that. Someone was playing it. Yeah, this is a little bit more of a true version to the Donkey Kong than the original that came out. The Coleco version. I mean, yeah, there's flickering in Kong up there, and you only see half of him, but still looks a little more like Donkey Kong. I mean, not that the original was bad. I mean, Gary Kitchen really had to put his thinking cap on when he programmed it. And at the time, the budget he had to follow. Whoa! The budget he had to follow to, get the game out the door. I remember he originally said that on the barrel board, on this board, the girders were just going to be straight instead of curved. And I think it was David Crane that told him that, if you were doing this for Activision, they would not be straight. I think it inspired him to fix it and make them go down on an angle. Yeah, Studio Yinks is saying the original would have been better if they added the third, fourth level. Yeah, I think he was really constrained with time and probably space on the board, and who knows why he couldn't fully get all 4 levels up there. Yeah, Stu is right. The NES version didn't even have the 4th level, which was strange, and I looked into that a while ago, and it had something to do with, like, original, like when it was on the Famicom or something like that. There was a reason why they couldn't have that 4th board. I don't know, something about that. they didn't have the space for it or something. I don't know. Kind of weird, because you see a game like Super Mario Brothers, and then they can't even do Donkey Kong. Apparently it was an issue with ROM space. I think it was 4K game, but still not an excuse. Coleco published it, and I'm sure they wanted it to be bad compared to... Well, that is something that I always kind of push back on. I know a lot of people like to say that the Coleco intentionally made these games bad, but I really don't think that was their intention. I think they just more or less put more focus on their own games, and they left the games like Donkey Kong, or sorry, not Donkey, well, yeah, like for the in television, like for the other systems, they let third-party programmers write those games. They didn't do a lot of like quality control on them. They didn't spend the money on it. You know, so in the end, there's a reason why a lot of them turned out bad, was because like Coleco was putting a lot of time and energy into their own games, right? For their own console. So the fact that they even tried or bothered to make games for other systems was kind of weird to begin with. But yeah, I don't think they intentionally told the programmers make a bad game, because in the end, their name is going on the product. And it was, you know, Coleco was on the cartridge, it was on the box. And you wouldn't want to do that if you're a business person. You wouldn't want to put out a crappy product with your name on it. And I know that Gary Kitchen did work his butt off to make the game. He did not intentionally make it wrong. Ooh. Donkey Kong was like the showcase for Coleco, like Critical App, almost. The Atari version looked as good. Why would anybody have bought Coleco? Well, arguably yes, but I don't think at the time they could have made an Atari game as good as the Coleco. I mean, you still can't. Like, even with this version, it still doesn't look as nice and crisp as the ColecoVision version. So, I think regardless. Hey, it's Jerome. And, like, Venture was a Coleco game, and they did a really good job on that. I actually prefer, like I said when I was playing it on the Atari version, that I preferred the Coleco, or the Venture for the Intellivision. I think they did a really good job on that one. Zaxxon was disappointing. They kind of copied the way the Atari did it. Yeah, Gary Kitchen did his best. And you have to remember, too, like, a lot of these programmers at the time were not really Intellivision programmers. They had to learn, like, they had to learn how to program on the Intellivision. Or whatever system they were going to be making the games for, as for the Coleco product, so... Yeah, I don't see my Circus Convoy here. That's a shame. I don't know where I put it. Unless I put it in the other folder. Maybe I can take a look. Just going to go through my games here. It has a weird name. What has a weird name? don't seem to see it anywhere. There was a Ghostbusters on the 2600? Absolutely. And a pretty good version of it too. Let's see here. All right, take care, Electronic Emotions Program. Thanks for dropping by. Always a pleasure having you on. Let's see. Let's try the Ghostbusters. I'm going to try and remember all the buttons I have to do to get the thing to work. But yeah, it's cool. Do you have Toy Trouble or any of the Xmas homebrews? I think I got a Santa Claus one. I don't know where my homebrew. Where did I put that? It was like a no, what was it? Reindeer something? Alright, so let's see. Well, we need bait. We need a vacuum. Yeah, the C64 was the first game, the first version of this game. And yeah, I played the crap out of it too. I love it on the Commodore 64. That's why when I found out there actually was an Atari version, I think it was, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Dan Kitchen made this one. Yeah. Gary's brother Dan Kitchen made this one. Now how do I start the game? Figure it out. Yep, I think I just reset it. There we go. It was one of the difficulty switches. Because I'm playing on an emulator, it's like I don't have the switches, I have to know what the keyboard keys are. Unfortunately, the buildings don't look as great in this one. Oh, that wasn't good. No, get over here. Come on. No! And yeah, there's no talking. One of the highlights of the game on the Commodore 64 was the talking. I'm gonna try this routine. Oh! It moves too fast. I'm out of ghosts. Or out of Ghostbusters. Suck it up. The other thing I don't remember how to do is use the ghost bait. I mean, on the Commodore, it was like I think you pushed B. But, on the Atari, I think it's also one of the switches. Come on over here, you. Yeah, we got him. Finally. Yeah, you pushed B, but I don't know on the Atari. I think it's one of the switches. You have the difficulty switches, and then you have the oops, crap. Maybe it's like Also, in this version, you don't have different cars, I don't think. Or do they? I don't remember now. He's just staying over there, he's not coming over. Ah. So much harder on this one. That or I just suck. I need longer beams. Yeah, the 8-bit version, the Atari 8-bit version is a little bit better. Got him. It's more like the Commodore 64 version. But I think this one was quite well done for it. I had him in my beam and he ran away. Yeah, Mark is saying the same thing. He didn't know this was on the 2600. I think it did come out a little bit late, which is probably... Man, I think I missed it. Which is probably why a lot of people don't really know too much about it. The ghost. I think there's also a part 2, but it was like a prototype, like never hit the market, if I recall. I remember having part 2 on the Commodore as well, and it wasn't as good of a game. It just, you know, they had the whole going down the sewer. Oh my god, I missed like every single one of them. It's like, you know, the whole sewer scene where they had to go down in the sewer and driving the car, and then there was the Statue of Liberty, and I don't know. Come on. He just randomly like flies off the screen. I think he's gonna go towards the trap and he doesn't. Gonna get stomped on by a marshmallow man. Hey, it's Mike's Gaming Gala. And he ain't afraid of no ghosts. Speaking of Ghostbusters, oh, you stupid thing. Speaking of Ghostbusters, the lots of stuff are coming out for the see, I don't know what to push for that. Lots of stuff are coming out for the new movie that's coming out next year, I believe. The Frozen Empire or whatever it's called. I'm gonna lose. Just suck at this game. It's Mr. Chickens. Oops. Yeah, I'm not getting anywhere in this game. I got like no money. And the ghosts are kicking my butt. I'm definitely a lot better at this on the 64, the Commodore 64 than... I mean, I've tried the Nintendo one, but I'm just not good at it. Surprised I haven't lost already. Yeah, the ghosts just keep leaving. They're like, you suck. It's Mr. Postile. Ah, forget it. It's over. It's over. She's gonna crush my city. It's crushing me. Try one more. It's gonna get to 10,000 and... Alright, it's a mused one. Yeah, very early Christmas. They were close enough. You're gonna try and make any Atari games anytime soon? Yeah, well, my hope is to get some time to do that. I want to do that one time, you know, just focus on it. I just got so many television games that I started working on and really should try and finish before starting to get into Atari stuff. Okay, what was it again? No. That's probably the same button for the bait. I think I'll have to check the manual for this game. Have to go on Atari age. I have the cartridge to this, but I don't have the box or manual. Hey, we got him! Plus, there's an Intellivision version of this that I still want to check it out. I haven't seen anybody do any gameplay, but now that the game's been sold off again and people have been buying it, hopefully somebody will get a copy and do some gameplay. That was close. I'd like to see how the Intellivision version looks. Gotta love that Ghostbusters music. Nobody buys indie games to play. Well, if that's true, then I can make them all terrible and not care. Okay, I had a good start there, now I'm just losing. This is the only NES game he returned to the store. You really didn't like the NES version there. Nope. Nope. Got it. Inti Home. Oh, is that the ones that made the Ghostbuster game? Get you. How did it get out of there? Start. So bad at this. Seems like the car rides are a lot quicker than the 64. I remember, you stupid ghost. I remember so many times it was, felt like it'd take forever. Not as bad as the Nintendo one though, where you had to like get gas and all that stuff. It's like it's the same every time. I think he's gonna go towards the trap and he goes the other way. Oh, come on, why do I have to drive? It's like right there. Okay, come on. Tap into my inner Peter Bankman. Raise stance. Egon Spangler. Winston Zeddemore. Come on, get over there. Ah. I know you all came to watch me suck at this game. Come on, let's do it. I think I've only caught like 2 ghosts. What? See how quickly he just like flies to the right? Could I be any more bad at this game? Ah yes, the James Bond game. I remember Mike playing that. Looked awful. For the television. I remember playing a James Bond game all the time on the Commodore 64. I crossed the streams, are you kidding me? I don't remember which name it was, but it was in a building that was on fire. And you had to like run around the floors and collect items and stuff. It wasn't a bad game. Ooh. You kill. Yeah, that's probably it. That rings a bell. Hey, finally, I caught one! Yay! Got some money. Ah. Shoot. Really have to figure that out. I think it was one of those games that was sold with two games together. I think it was two different James Bond games. But the other one was Diamonds Are Forever. I guess that's the one that was on the that was ported to the Intellivision, something like that. I don't know. Kind of game that's sort of like starts off like Moon Patrol. I hate this keyboard. It's one of those keyboards where to use the F keys you have to press the function key. Hold down the function key. So I can't do it fast enough because I don't have two hands to do it. Oh. Oh no! Lost all my money too. Yeah, that's a game I'm not too good at. Yeah, see, there's a Ghostbusters 2 here. I think it's like a prototype though. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever played this. Oh god. What the? What am I doing? This is terrible. What is that thing on the ledge there? Is that a ghost? Seriously? Wow. Okay. Shooting. Okay, I got some kind of weird thing. Is that good? Don't know what I'm doing. Oh, oh. Yeah, it's supposed to be Ray when he goes down into the slime. Slime! The slime! Dead. I don't know what that fork thing is. It's trying to kill me. I guess that's what it's doing. It's hurting me. Am I supposed to touch them? Oh. Ow. I don't know what all those symbols are down there. Yeah. Yeah, the second Battletoads level. Yeah, I forgot about that. I was so bad at Battletoads, I must have wiped it out of my memory. I think that was like one of the first games on Nintendo that I really sweared at when I played it. Let's try this one more time, because I don't know what I'm doing. What in the world is that? Is that a hand? Is that Vigo? Okay. Alright, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It's not going anywhere. Let's see what else do we got going on. Can play some Grand Prix, also known as Grand Prix. Exciting times. Whee. Cars that look like kazoos. amused one. I don't remember this part of the movie. Thanks for the chat there, Cloudbucks. Yeah, I made a version of this also for the Intellivision. Because Willie from Arcade USA reached out. He was like, "You'd love to see a version of this on the Intellivision." So I kind of made mine similar. I ended up adding in extra features like being able to make the car jump and fly and shoot a missile. What else did I add in there? The ability to ride on the water. Guess I should change the level. This is just boring. Yeah, and in my version you can actually jump and land on the cars and destroy them like you can in Bump It Jump. I just felt I had to add something to it. Ooh. Is there like a... Oops. Let's do 3. I think there's bridges in this one. Something I really got to start doing is trying different game variants on games. I always just go with the first game or the most simplest one. Probably going to be a bridge. Yeah, the other thing I tried to do when I made my version of this was on the Atari, I think the bridge is always in the center, whereas I moved my bridges around so they would be at the top or at the bottom, just to make it a little bit more challenging. As you know, you can always just kind of stay towards the middle. Yeah, pretty decent graphics for the time this came out. Yeah, that's the whole point of these games, was to always try and better your score. Yeah, very vertical design. Whoa. Not much more excitement on that game. Hero's a good one. Might as well play some Keystone Capers. my first real stab at an Intellivision game was Keystone Cops. I mean, I did my perfect game, but that was just more for goofing around, testing purposes. But to actually make a full functioning game, I ended up making Keystone Cops. Because this was always one of my more favorite games. I mean, like I've said this before, I pretty much got myself the Atari 2600 Junior back when it was re-released. And I wanted it just so I could play this game. I ended up with this game and Midnight Magic. Were the two games that I had for my first Atari that I owned. Back in who knows when. Early 90s. Definitely early 90s. I think the Junior came out in 89, 90, somewhere around there. I just remember when they hit the shelves, and it was like, you know, Nintendo was still on top, and I don't know, maybe even Super Nintendo might have been out at the time. I can't remember. But yeah, I remember when Atari Junior came back, and then you can go into the stores and see Atari games on the shelves. I was like, wow, this is so cool. Oops. Yeah, I think someone made a version for this for the Intellivision. Yeah, I wonder who. Here's Harry Hooligan. What was the pack-in game for the Junior? Pac-Man? Actually, I don't think. Oops, I don't think there was a pack-in game for the Atari Junior. It was sold with just the unit itself. I believe just one controller, if I remember correctly. It was just one controller with it, and the console and the power switch and the cable, and that was it. You had to buy the games. They tried to make it as cheap as possible. So when you bought it, you had to buy a game with it, or else it was useless. And I also remember there was like a burgundy box, and there was also one that had a silver box. I don't know what the difference was. Like, I don't know why. I'm sure it was just like when it, you know, the first few that were released were in a silver box, and then maybe after that the burgundy one. And I had my box for the longest time, and you know, several years ago when I was cleaning up my basement, before I even started this channel actually. So before 2016, I remember cleaning out my basement, and I thought, why am I carrying this box for? I had the box just on the shelf, just empty, and I stupidly tore it all up and threw it out. Oh, I'm playing awful. But yeah, I don't know, I guess at the time I wasn't really thinking. I'm like, you know, what am I going to do with a box? I ended up throwing it out. The other thing I did I think at the same time I threw out was my friend gave me a Coleco Gemini. He had his Atari collection. He had a Coleco Gemini and a 2600 Force Switch and a whole pile of games, and he gave them to me because he didn't play them anymore. He didn't care, so he gave them all to me, knowing that I liked the old games. And I remember I brought it all home, and I hooked up both consoles, and neither one of them worked. And so I ended up keeping the controllers from the Gemini because they have that paddle on them. They're kind of neat. And I threw the Gemini away. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I was just like, it doesn't work. What do I need it for? I'm going to just keep it around as junk. And of course, later on, I realized, you know what? It probably just needed to be cleaned. Probably just needed a good cleaning, and it might have worked. So I'll never know, because yeah, I threw it out. it's one of those things where it's like, you know, when you're a collector or when you're a fan of the old stuff, you gotta like decide what you're gonna keep, how much of it you're gonna keep, because you know that kind of fine line between collecting and hoarding, right? So, and if you're keeping things that are broken or don't work, then you really gotta think about it. Whoops. Sorry, I was reading the chat there, and then I ran into a radio. Keystone Capers is top 5 2600 games. Yeah, I totally would agree with that. Definitely right up there. I mean, Activision games are often on par with, you know, the best games on the system. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. No, I'm not gonna make it. Definitely not gonna make it. Oh god. 4 seconds. Run. Run! Oh my god, I made it. Things are getting real now. His dad pawned it. He pawned the Atari. Oh. I actually just bought an Atari Light Sixer from my neighbor next door at a garage sale during the summer. We had a street garage sale thing where everybody just kind of participates and has a garage sale at the same time. And he ended up just selling off his Atari Light Sixer. He only wanted $5 for it. I'm like, are you sure? Like, that's very low. That's all he wanted. He's like, I don't need it. So I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm not just gonna let it go, so I'll take it. I didn't need it, but you know, I'm not gonna turn down a Light Sixer. You know, I actually haven't plugged it in just to see if it even works. I kind of bought it and just kind of put it downstairs. I'm like, I'll give that guy a good home. Yeah, Mr. Postal, Hero, #1. I was just gonna play that one too, and then I thought I'll do some. Studio's still salty about it. I bet. I mean, hey, I even remember selling off a whole bunch of stuff when I was younger. You know, I think my mom was like, you gotta get rid of some of your old stuff. You know, I had the Nintendo and, you know, some of the newer game systems, so I ended up selling off. I think the one thing I'm upset about the most is the ColecoVision games that I lost. I had a whole box full of ColecoVision games in box with the manual. I think I bought them at a thrift shop. I got lucky at a thrift shop. Somebody, I guess, got rid of their whole collection, and it was up for auction. I think I was the only one that bid on it too. And really great shape, in-boxed ColecoVision games, and I lost them all. Lost that box during one of my moves from one house to another. I don't have no idea what I did with it, or if I left it behind, if it fell off a truck on the way here. I don't know, but it's gone. And there were some great titles in there. There was like Tutankhamun, and oh my god, I should have known that was going to happen. And what else? Donkey Kong Jr. I think was in there. There's like a bunch of dead. Bunch of great games, and all gone. Now I just have loose carts for my Coleco collection. I'm holding out for Hero. Yeah, I can play Hero next. I like that game. Another game that Carlos Madruga for the Intellivision created a great port of it. And I like how he incorporated a Christmas theme as well. That was a nice touch. game gets so hard. Lucky to buy mine back in the 80s when the crash happened. Yeah, I wish I was aware of the crash when it happened, because I probably would have bought more stuff. But I don't think I even noticed that the crash even happened at the time. I was probably still so focused playing my Commodore 64 that I didn't even realize that, you know, everything was crashing down. Hate the double balls. Am I gonna play E.T.? Maybe. If I have some time after Hero, maybe. You really have to remember what the all those symbols are when you play E.T., or else you don't get very far. But I really like now how Atari is actually, you know, still making stuff for the old system. Like, yeah, now that the 2600 Plus is out, we're gonna start seeing, you know, some more new games for the system. Ouch. I think that's the one thing I didn't do on my version, the Keystone Cops, was have the 3 radios together like that. I think if I tried to do it, it would have been almost impossible to clear them. Oh! Last man. Forgot how intense this game gets at this level. You have to be fast too. Oh, hit the airplane. You must. It's not a real Atari 2600 stream if you don't play E.T. So let's see. Let's do the hero. I still remember playing this all the time on my phone. There used to be an Activision app, Atari Activision app. I don't know if it's still around anymore. I remember at one point it just stopped working. I had it on my older iPhone. And I used to play it on the train, coming home from work. And I'd be playing Hero. This is not an easy game to play on a phone with touchscreen, I'll tell you that much. I think the furthest I'd be able to get was like level 10. And then that was it. I was done. Yeah, another game that I was surprised to see that was originally Atari 2600. I mean, I played this a lot on the Commodore 64. And I would have never guessed it to be on the 2600. So, you know, when I found out that this was on the 2600, I had to get a copy of it. But it is one of the more pricier games. I think I paid around $50 to get this one. And then I bought a lot from eBay. There was a game lot, and it had Hero in it. I didn't need it. I bought it because of a bunch of other games that were in the lot. The Hero being in there was a bonus, so I ended up just selling it. I was like, I don't need another Hero cartridge, so I ended up selling it, and basically it paid for the lot. So it was like getting free games. I think it also had Pitfall 2 in there, which I also sold because I had another copy of. I mean, I was considering keeping them just in case, but, you know, just backup copies, but I don't know. I don't think I play the games enough to wear them out, so. Yeah, we don't need another Hero. One of the tricks to this game is to know which path to take. Is the one that doesn't look like it's going to be as dangerous, don't take it. The path that looks like it's going to be the safest, avoid it. Because they don't want you to take the safe route. Oh, crap. Gotta be careful not to land on those glowing things. Hey, it's Retro Bliss Gaming. Gotta be careful there when you drop the bomb to get the heck off that. Yeah. It's me, it's Ernest T. Oh! Touch the wall. Okay. Party. It's a party. Everybody's invited. Come on down and subscribe to Brian's Man Cave. At 3,200 subscribers, which is really cool. I think I need about 8 more. 8 more subs. I don't know. I've just kind of plateaued on the subs for a while. It's been kind of yo-yoing on me. It's like 1 minute I have like 3,192. Then the next day I look and it's below 3,090. And I'm like, what the heck? And then it goes up 1 and then it goes back down 1. I'm like, oh, the yo-yo subs. I know it's frustrating when you first start doing YouTube and that starts happening to you. I remember those days fondly. I'm like, what's going on? Why is my sub count going down? Oh my god. Just completely kept running into that. What level do I want? Let's do 5. Just so I don't have to go through all those levels again. Everything's out to kill me. Jeez. That didn't take long. Let's do it. Gotta love the sounds in this game. Say what you want about it, I still think this is a pretty good game. Just as long as you don't keep falling into the pits all the time. Give me the Reese's. Oh, there's a part there. Okay. Yay. Got me a telephone piece. Oops. Oh. Yeah, E.T. for the Intellivision, oh shoot. Did you take my phone piece? E.T. for the Intellivision, they did a pretty good job recreating the game. It's that weird flower that doesn't seem to do much. Woo. I do remember when I first played this game. I thought it was fun. I played it at my friend's house. She had a ColecoVision, and I kept wanting to play it, but it didn't exist on the Intellivision back in the day. So, and I didn't have a ColecoVision. So, when she was playing it on the ColecoVision, I mean, she had an Atari adapter, obviously, and I didn't have an Atari. I meant to say not a ColecoVision. But, yeah, she had a ColecoVision with the Atari expansion module. And I remember playing E.T. then. And, I don't know, I just thought it was a pretty fun looking game. Even though I probably didn't know what I was doing then, and I still pretty much don't know what the heck I'm doing now. Just falling into holes. I think I've only beat it once on easy mode. The key to this game is those symbols at the top. You gotta find all the telephone pieces, then you have to like go to that area, call the ship. There's like a few things you have to do. Let go of me, jerk. Trying to take my stuff. Oops. Then you gotta get all this enough Reese's Pieces to call Elliot. Hey, there's a piece there. I mean, you have to give credit where credit is due. I think Howard Scott Warshaw, for what you know, at the time when he could have just made a simple Pac-Man clone, or like, I mean, there's a lot of things he could have done. I think even Steven Spielberg probably even said that, like, can't you just make like a game like Pac-Man? But he thought outside the box. He's like, no, let's add a little bit of stuff to this to make it more like what happens in the movie, you know, more of the movie feel to it. Sort of what he did with the Raiders of the Lost Ark. You know, he decided to make something different, and that's what I think is cool about it. You know, there's no other Atari game of the day that was anything close to this. Ah, I died. There's Elliot. Come save me, Elliot. Boop. I hate that guy. I mean, the other thing is, I can sort of play this game, but with Raiders of the Lost Ark, I'm always lost on that one. I never know what the hell I'm supposed to do. And I think you're supposed to use 2 joysticks to play it, and it's very cryptic. Even watching YouTube videos on how to play it, I still get lost. Oh, I'm dead. Now I know the question mark is, it'll tell you if there's a part in one of the pits on that screen. Ah, you took my phone. Why you take my phone? Then there's another symbol that's to call Elliot. You have to have the 8 or 9 Reese's Pieces. Maybe 9. Which is why I can't pick up anymore, because I already have. I think that's to call the ship, isn't it? But I don't have the telephone. And I'm gonna die again. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna make it very far. Keep falling into pits. This game is the pits. I think those arrows are supposed to tell you where the dude is. Ah. He's gonna drag me all the way down to that level. There's the Elliot. There, the E. But I lost all my Reese's Pieces. Oh, there he is. Come to me. I think I'm still gonna die though. Hey, phone piece. Oops. There's that dang flower again. Keeps taking the pieces. Oh, no more ET. See what else. Yeah, poor E.T. I didn't do him any justice. Let's see here. Go through my list of games. Elf Adventure. What's Elf Adventure? Too many games. No time to play them. Let's play this atrocious Burger Time. I don't want to do that to myself. I know. I know. Let's play a Mr. Poe style favorite. Popeye. Boop, boop, boop. Just did a video on this one not too long ago, actually. It's part of my classic arcades on the Atari 2600. I don't know why they couldn't add the basket there. Guess they figured such an insignificant little part that required a little bit too much more programming for them to handle. I don't know. Mr. Poe Style has almost every version of this game imaginable, I believe. Even the elusive Odyssey 2 version, right? I think you have that one. If I'm correct. Oh. I looked away from the screen. Can't get past the second level. Yeah, this one's a little bit tricky. I think even I have a hard time on that one. Yeah, I remember trying to see if I could find the Odyssey 2 version just for fun, but I don't think I saw it anywhere. And it only has the one board, right? It only has the one screen. This one. That's it. It's a little bit too ambitious of a game, I guess, for the Odyssey 2. I mean, even the Atari 2600 seemed to have a hard time pulling this off. You know, to get it right. To get the characters to even look remotely correct. You can see they had to make all the characters single color. The Intellivision version's not bad, actually. You can see this one kind of looks different than the other versions, the other ports of the game. They really just mirrored the board. I think when you go on here, it just bounces up there. Yeah. Oh no! Oh, you! just wait here for a minute. Oh, I didn't know that the Odyssey version was 2-player. That's interesting. I guess they figured Odyssey 2 had the 2 controllers. Might as well make it a 2-player for all their games. I don't know. I mean, the whole reason why also the television was designed with the 2 controllers built in was they wanted you to play a lot of the 2-player games. So I think at the time they were like, who plays video games by themselves? People didn't really know back then. I mean, video games were a new thing. You're used to like going to the arcade and playing with people around you, and you're probably like, who would sit there at home playing a video game by themselves? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This ain't good. This ain't good. Run, 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 run. Oh no! You jerk. Couldn't get down there. I don't want to let them go down that far again. I thought I'd be able to jump fire. Hey, it's Atari 2600 dude. Let's give that one more whirl. I'm gonna save the spinach for when I really need it, if I need it. I don't know if that other character is in this, the one that also throws the bottles. I think they're supposed to be bottles, right? Maybe they are, they're just not visible on the screen. Oh, so the 2-player, 1 player is Popeye, the other is Brutus. That's interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. To allow the opponent to control Brutus. Another game that's like that, I remember, is Bruce Lee on the Commodore 64, allowing you to have a second player take over as the bad guys. A sumo wrestler dude, or whatever he is. The green guy. Gotta get it before it gets to the ground. Yeah, I like Bruce Lee for the 64. I played it. I think it was also on the other 8-bit computers as well. But yeah, I played it a lot on the 64. It's another one of those games I was kind of thinking would it be possible to make a Intellivision version of it. I don't know if anybody's ever tried yet. make it to the second level with no lives left. Oh, I got one. Okay. Have to be careful. I don't like the punching in this. It doesn't even look like he's actually punching. Oh no! Yeah, I think so. I think Bruce Lee could work on the Intellivision. I just have to try and figure out how to get the characters to move properly and jump, and because Bruce Lee could do like the kicking and the punching and climbing up that whatever that is that he climbs up all the time. Come on, olive oil. Just throw them down. There we go. Ooh. Just keep doing this. No, come this way. Yay. I'll wait till he's over there and then I'll run over here. Oh no. I hate that there's only one way down and that's in the middle. That's the part that really makes this level tricky. So it's all the way over there. It's crazy. Oh, I know a good one. This is always a fun game to play. A lot of Activision games today. Yeah, Bruce Lee, the sumo, and the ninja. And they all have the ability to kick and punch. But I noticed in the Bruce Lee game, like, the characters seem like they're pretty simple. Like, they literally just stand there and wait for you to come near them. And then they come charging towards you, so... they're not very smart AI characters. Oops. Forgot I can't go on land. Dum-dum. Spider Fighter game? Actually, I'm not sure, but there might even be one already. That's the thing is, I'm trying to, make sure that the game doesn't already exist before I attempt to make it. There have been, I know there's a Crackpots game. It's not called Crackpots. I've seen it. I've seen pictures of it. I was looking at all the different Atari games, seeing what else would be great. Oh, jeez, to port onto the Intellivision. I didn't get too far, did I? There's a lot of games that have already been ported, so... Or they already existed. Like that, right? Oh. World's only airplane that can't fly over land. More like I should be a boat. Journey for the television. Is that the one that plays the actual music from the band? I used to be really good at this on the 64. Why did I do that? Shoot everything in my way. Heck out of my way. Gotta be careful not to keep shooting the fuel. Got stuck at that bridge again. Maybe I should stay to the right. Hate that. Had to slow down for that. I need fuel. Ah. Crashing. Why did I do that? I think my thumb is starting to get worn out here. I'm getting Atari thumb now. Yeah, the Dracula game on the television is kind of fun. Oh, you stupid boat. Make the fuel sad. Very narrow passageway. Oh, you stupid boat. Airplanes that fly into boats and land. Anyways, yeah, I think it's getting pretty late. Time to pack her in. But yeah, I definitely want to do some more streaming again. I was trying to think of a video to do today. Nothing really came to mind, so I'm just like, I'm not just going to push something out just to make it a video. So I thought, hey, why not do some streaming? That's always fun. I was debating on whether I should do Atari or in television, but I did in television last time, so I thought I'll do Atari this time, shake it up a bit. Maybe next time I'll try something else. Maybe do another Nintendo stream, NES stream. I haven't done one of those in a long time. Or Sega or Game Boy. I don't even know if I've ever done a Game Boy stream. Hey, Mr. X, just caught until the end. The tail end, yeah. Just wrapping her up here. But yeah, I got some. I don't know. I don't know what else I'm gonna do for some videos until the end of this year, anyways. I know it's the Christmas season coming up. It's going to be kind of crazy. When I'm going to have some time to do some stuff. But I definitely have a new Intellivision game coming out next year. The Napoleonic Wars. So that's, I think we're thinking about a February scheduled date for release. But I'll definitely keep everyone posted when that's going to happen. And we'll do a video on it as well. And any other games that I might be working on, just to throw it out there. But anyways, yeah, thanks everybody for coming out. It's been fun. Nice seeing a lot of great guys in the chat there. And hopefully next time we can get everybody back and play some more games. But yeah, we'll see everybody later. Take care.